How you guys doing? I'm Anthony from here at Best Line and located in Towanda. Today we're going to be going over Stihl's big three in their backpack blower category. We've got the 600, 700, and the 800. 600 has been out 16 years now at this point. It's kind of Stihl's bread and butter when it comes to the commercial size backpack blowers. Then you've got the 700 that kind of fits a very niche category we'll go over in a second. Then you've got their biggest and baddest in the 800. Benefits here, the 600, this is when you get into your commercial use with the 239 mile an hour airflow out of it at about 700 CFM. It's very good for wet grass, wet leaves, picking it up out of the higher grass. When you get into the 700, actually the 700 will drop down below 200 mile an hour of airflow, but it puts out 900 CFM. What I found is a good use for this is when you're in a gravel area working on a garden, because you get more coverage at less airflow, so it'll pick up leaves out of the gravel without throwing gravel all throughout your grass. And then when you get into the 800, that is when both of them kind of combine. You get your 240 miles an hour of airflow, you get your 900 CFM for the volume, and so this is kind of your go-to all around biggest and baddest that Stihl makes for wet leaves, whatever you need to get into. These are all, I would say, commercial level backpack blowers. Stihl does offer some consumer models in the 350s and the 400s, but these are the three that when you're looking at bigger projects, commercial projects, these are the three you'll be looking at getting into. So some of the features that are actually on all the 6, 7, and the 800 are the adjustable straps, where you can also grab a harness that goes over your chest as an accessory. The 600 comes in about 21.5 pounds, 700 jumps up to 23 pounds, and the 800 will jump to about 23.5 pounds. So a lot of it does come down to comfort, so it's always good to come in, try all three of them on if it's something you're interested in. They all have an ergonomic friendly handle on it that has an auto throttle on this side, so you can set the level with the trigger, so you don't have to hold it down the entire time. If you find what works best for you, you can set that. On the nozzles for the 600 and the 800, you'll find they both have the same tips on them. That's what allows them to have the maximum airflow that they have at the 239 miles an hour. On the 700, you'll see you have a wider tip, and that's what allows for the 900 CFM to cover a little more ground, but also does drop it down below the 200 mile an hour air volume mark. All models here, and even the smaller Stihl backpack blowers, they run the same 50-to-1 mix in the engines. They all come with a standard 2-year warranty for consumer or commercial. If you purchase a 6-pack of Stihl's mix and they're in the consumer market, that does up the warranty to 4 years. On each of Stihl's backpack blowers, the fill for the fuel is all in the same location. Down here you want to mix that again at a 50-to-1 ratio. Then you've got your air purge here, purge it 3 to 5 times, and then you'll set your choke to a full choke, pull it 3 to 4 times, and then when that starts and you pull the handle, these all have an auto release on the choke where it'll send it down to just the run mode. Then as far as operation, when you want to stop it, on that same cruise control lever here, when you have it set, you want to just pull that down, and that'll kill the engine, and you'll be able to take it off at that point. Again, I'm Anthony from Best Line Equipment here at our Towanda location. If you have any questions regarding any of our Stihl equipment, please feel free to give any of our locations a call. I'd like to thank you for your time watching the video. Have a good one.